I take recommending products to you guys super seriously because I firmly do not believe that there is a magic bullet for TSW or that there are magical products that are magically going to cure you or even make some kind of night and day difference from a holistic standpoint. So these products that I'm going to recommend are just things that I felt really supported me in my healing journey and like gave my body the, once again, support that it needed to go through withdrawal. None of these are magic bullets or miracle products, but I tried a bunch of different products and I definitely wouldn't recommend all of them. So these are just my top little hit list of things that I feel like would support anybody on their TSW journey and not just me. So to start with, my number one main slam-a-jam is protein powder and collagen. Not sponsored, obviously. I have 10 subscribers right now. Thank you to each one of you, 10 people. But I really like starting my day with a easy smoothie if I want to feel like adding fruit and greens and other things to it. Or if you are just in survival mode with TSW like I was for a while too, this is super easy. Just add your milk of choice, and so 2 scoops of this, 1 scoop of this, and mix it together. Or if you have like a smoothie shaker ball jar, that would be perfect. Like a really easy way to get yourself fed in the morning without like a lot of hassle. So in TSW, obviously your skin is just shedding all of the time. So your body is losing a ton of protein, making all that protein, which is your skin, to just fall off again. So I think it's super important to make sure to supplement with enough protein. If you're not using, obviously, like a protein powder, just make sure that you're eating protein-rich foods like eggs or like a lot of meat or pea protein. Dr. Sato, who is another TSW guy in Japan, talks about how important he thinks that it is to amp up your protein too. So I'm on that bus. So collagen, I found this really helped me with elephant skin issues. So I still have some elephant skin issues, but you can see obviously it's a lot better than it was. But collagen is what really pushed me over the edge to like still having elephant skin, but not having it be that painful elephant skin where your skin just has no elasticity. Collagen really helped me get the elasticity of my skin back. So I just like take a big scoopful of this collagen every day, and you can put it in a smoothie or a shake like I do in the morning, or you can just down it in a glass of water or something too. But I really strongly recommend this, especially to help with elephant skin and to help your skin rebuild itself. It gives it all of the nice stretchy collagen that your skin needs to live and survive. So highly recommend those 2 guys. Number 2, which is super boring, but I highly recommend lots and lots of water. Obviously don't feel compelled to drink more than you feel like your body needs to, but back in the initial TSW stages where I was just oozing all the time and I had temperature regulation issues really badly, I was drinking maybe like 3-4 liters of water a day, and like I would even just drink like 2 liters at night while I was up with like insomnia issues too, because I was just wet all the time. We can talk more about moisturizer withdrawal / no moisture therapy later, but I am all about supporting your body and giving it the water that it needs because you're losing so much moisture all the time too. So highly recommend water. I drank some alkaline water and that just felt good for me, but I mean, that's just like a side tip. You're totally fine without alkaline water too. Don't feel like you need to go and buy something else, but I really liked alkaline water while I was withdrawing. Number 3 is a vitamin D. Beep. This has been recommended by a lot of other TSWers too. So it isn't just me. I just feel like it supports you in your journey. Your body needs vitamin D, especially being inside all of the time because most of us are housebound for a really long time. So make sure you're getting your vitamin D. It naturally comes from the sun, but if you're not going to be in the sun, then I would recommend that. Vitamin D is really good for your skin and for your immune system and your body struggling right now. So highly recommend that. I feel like that just, helps support your body to get better and is another skin supporter too. So now I break into the section. Those were my top 3. If you don't do anything else, I would definitely recommend those 3 things. If you're looking for extra stuff, I broke into some herbal remedies while I was searching for TSW. I mean, you sound like such a hippie whenever you start talking about herbs, but I'm firmly not a hippie, firmly think Western medicine is great, except for, you know, the whole steroids thing that let us all down. I think there's a lot to herbal support for the natural human body, and that there are good things in a bunch of different plants, and that those plants can help you heal in different ways, or at least, once again, help support your body so that it can heal better. So I have 3 different herbs that I thought were helpful, just supporting my body, once again, weren't some kind of healing miracle, but that I definitely do recommend if you are looking for more things, because aren't we always looking for more things to feel better? So if you are having any kind of adrenal issues where you're getting like adrenaline rushes, which I was having for a while, like maybe around, I don't know, month 10-ish, I started getting just these random adrenaline rushes where I'd like be walking from one room to the other room in my house and it's like, ah! And that would go on for like a few months. It'd just be random adrenaline rushes. So I started taking Gaia Adrenal Support. So you can see that there. There are 2 different ones. This Jumpstart one is the one that you start on first, and then there's like Everyday Care or something that you might see. I'll link it obviously in the description. All this is going to be linked below. I really feel like that helped my adrenals and like once again just helped support me and make me feel like a little bit less overall buzzed and wired all the time with all the adrenal issues I was having. So recommend if you feel like you need any kind of adrenal help. If you don't get adrenaline rushes and aren't experiencing the symptoms of adrenal fatigue, which you can Google, then don't feel like you have to do that. But that's one that was helpful for me because I did have a lot of adrenal issues. 2 other ones that you can find either in your own backyard or you can buy online are mullein tea and dandelion tea. Mullein is also known as lamb's ear, which is also known as torch plant, depending on where you're from. But it is an amazing anti-inflammatory, and I got like super mucusy for, I don't know, like 2 months. It was just super random. But mullein is a super great expectorant as far as like helping remove mucus from your body. And also, if you are having any kind of ear infection issues, like I did during, I think it was like month 8, I had an ear infection, and then my ears just kept like oozing on the inside of my ears. So mullein is super amazing for ear infections. So obviously if you have an ear infection, get antibiotics. But if you are oozing in your ear and you're afraid that you're going to have ear infections, I would super highly recommend mullein. After my first ear infection, I drank a bunch of mullein tea like every day for like months, and I didn't have another ear infection. And I know I totally would have otherwise because I was just oozing so much inside of my ear canal and like eardrum, and there was nothing I could do to fix that. So the mullein was super helpful for that, and it really helped like any kind of phlegmy issues that I was having too with my TSW. So if that is you, I would really recommend it. You can get it for free in your backyard if it's summertime. I will also try and find a link to somewhere that you can buy it online too. And then dandelion tea, I also drank for a while. This is less exciting than the mullein tea. I just felt like it was kind of soothing to my nervous system a little bit, and dandelion's really good at detoxing, which is such a stupid like yoga Instagrammer thing, but there are legitimate ways to detox. Dandelion tea I thought was tasty and helped support my healing journey. And then very last one, this is the most complicated one for you to be able to self-sustainably do in TSW, but I really enjoyed drinking carrot, apple, and celery juice, like all blended together. I have a juicer at home, but obviously I was not in any kind of shape to be juicing for myself because I was a hot mess and couldn't use my hands. So my mom and my grandma juiced for me. But I really enjoyed it, and it actually helped with some of my brain fog, weirdly. I don't know what is in carrot, apple, and celery juice, but there's pectin in apples, and I just think all of those things are good detoxifiers and have a bunch of really great vitamins to help support your body and support your skin. So those are my favorite ingestibles, and I hope that gives you somewhere to start. There are a lot of different opinions on a lot of different things, and I'm just encouraging you again to not fall for people who are trying to sell you stuff. Like, I feel like this is all kind of common sense stuff, and I even put the herbal stuff in its own category as like, if you don't believe in this, don't take it. Like, that's fine. But just think of common sense stuff, and if it sounds too good to be true, and if somebody's toting it as this miracle thing that's gonna make me all better in a few months, it's probably not super legit. So once again, don't waste your time and energy on stuff that's probably too good to be true, or just like maybe moderately helpful, but not as helpful as this person's hamming it up to be. And don't waste your money either. So